Boom, 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 bottom, boom, 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 bottom, boom, boom. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling Magic Monday. How has your Magic Monday been? What magic did you get to create today? Ha, ha, ha. Hey, Zeph. Hey, sweetie. Oh, somebody wants to go for WA. Okay. She just realized what the time was. Somebody's been snoozing up on the dashboard in the sunshine. Now the sunshine's gone. It's sort of like, you're doing that thing. That means it's WALK time. Anyway, she'll have to wait a couple of minutes. So what magic did you get to create today for yourself personally, in your business, with family and friends? Just what magic did you create? I had a phenomenal day today. It was very productive. It was a nice pace of a day. Got on the help check, got a little busy to start with, and then it kind of petered out and was nice and quiet. So I was able to go and help in some other areas, which was kind of nice to be able to do. But before I got on the chat, this afternoon I went for a walk at lunchtime, and I actually made my lunch first. I was just making sandwiches, so I made my sandwiches first. Put a wet paper towel around them to keep them moist and stuck them in the refrigerator. And we went off, and so then I put the harness on Zeffy and got my shoes on, and we went off for I think it was like a 20-minute walk. We just did a 20-minute walk just to get outside, get some fresh air. The air quality today wasn't too bad. I didn't come in with blocked sinuses, which was awesome. I didn't come in feeling like I had grit in my mouth or between my teeth or anything. But I'm sitting here and I'm busy typing away on the chat, and all of a sudden this afternoon the awning goes whoosh, whoosh. Yeah, that baby's coming in. And whenever it goes like this, Zeffy is usually in the bedroom, and she comes flying out here, full alert, like, what's going on? Where are we? What are we doing? What happened? And she goes up on the dash, and I go, it's okay. It's just the awning. I'm just bringing the awning in. And she gets up on the dash, and she's like looking out the window, like, what the heck's going on? And she hears the engine of the motor of the awning, and she just flops down on the bed there and goes back to sleep. Like, okay, we're good. And the wind was coming up, and the wind has been coming up for the rest of the day as well, and it's been getting stronger as it goes. So I'm glad I brought the awning in when I did, because it's moved from this side here, which is the east side, around to the west. So, and the west side is where we have the awning, so it gets on. So as it comes around to the southwest position, that's when it really grabs and starts flipping the awning up. So we've been rocking and rolling a little bit this afternoon thanks to the wind, because there's been some strong gusts coming through. But we're all safe. We're all okay. We're batting down the hatches. Got the vents closed so we don't have the dust blowing in. We've probably got dust storms going to be occurring. It's looking pretty hazy outside right now, so I'm not looking forward to going for a walk outside in the wind with all the dust. And I almost forgot, my Amazon order arrived, but it arrived at my mailbox, not here at the RV where I asked for it to be sent. Somehow in the delay, they changed to the default address and sent it to my mailbox instead of bringing it here. So now I have to find some time to go to the mailbox to pick up my big box of toilet paper and my other supplies that I hate coming in. But I thought I was getting it sent to the RV, and so that was the order that was supposed to arrive here on Saturday, got delayed. Although it says, something about it said it arrived at the Surprise, Arizona facility at 2:30 in the morning on Saturday. Then at 7 p.m. they updated to say there was a delay in transit. Then this morning it changed to be arriving at the sorting facility, with the same sorting facility. And I'm like, so they just like take it out for a tiki tour and just bring it back again? Who knows? But so I get to go and pick that up. So I've got to find some time with my weekly schedule, see if I can find a little snippet in there where I can race over, pick up the packages, and then come back again, because I know there's a few. But I do have another parcel arriving tomorrow. What's the tomorrow one? Sometime between Wednesday and Friday, I've got another package coming, which is the foam for my bench seats here. So the covers arrive tomorrow. Oh, and the covers are purple. They're light purple. So they're going to look really good against the dark purple here. And I even got enough covers to do the back of the seat here as well. So we're going to have light purple bench seats. I'll take pictures of it when it's all done. but that probably won't get done till the weekend because I've got to figure out how I'm going to lay out 84 inches of foam and cut it without cutting the floor, because I don't have a workbench, and because it's foam, it's going to sink anyway. So I kind of need to do it on a firm surface, go so far down, and then flip it over and do the other side. And they say a bread knife is the best way to cut this stuff. And I'm sort of like, okay, I have one of them. I can do that. And then somebody put in there, but one of those electric knives are even better. And I'm like, I think I have one, but it's in storage. Or did I put it at the... Actually, maybe it is in the back of my kitchen cabinets under the sink. I'll have to have a look first. But bread knife, that'll work. That'll work. I'll just mark the line, do the measurements, mark the line across, turn it over, mark on the ends, mark on the back. Just have that little line going all the way around and just cut where the line is. Because I need to cut that thing exactly in half, because it is 84 inches and each seat is 42 inches long. So I have to cut it in half. So that's a fun project for this weekend, which is going to be kind of cool, because it means I get to sort out that crap that's on the other bench seat over there. It's been bugging me for a while, and I'm sort of like, yeah, I really don't want to go diving into that. Now I have to go diving into that because I've got to redo all the covers and get rid of the old foam seats and everything else. So that's this weekend's project. So yeah, so I'm kind of figuring out, do I wait till Friday morning or do I wait till Saturday morning? So I'm trying to figure that out right now. But I know there's about 3 big boxes over there waiting for me, so I really don't want to leave them sitting there for the week. I mean, they're really good with me at UPS. They know I come in once a week, but I still don't like having big parcels sitting there taking up space. So I'm going to have to find a spot to tootle over there real quick, but it's got to take an hour out of my day, so I have to figure that one out with what I have on this week. But anyway, let's see. Your Tell Your Story question of the day is, what was your favorite toy as a child? And do you still have it? Do you still have it? I still have my doll. I got her either 50 to 51 years ago. I can't remember if I was 3 or 4 when I got her. But I still have her. I'm 54 now, and I got her when I was either 3 or 4. So I've had her 50 to 51 years, and I still have her, despite all the wars and battles that she's been through with my brother. And we also need your family tree questions about, what do I do and when I hit this brick wall? What do I do about this? What do I do about that? What does this mean? What does that mean? What's my next step here? And we can make it completely generic. If you send me in specific questions, I can make it generic so that people won't know who it's coming from or what it's actually about. So you could say, well, my paternal great-grandfather, and you may even say, what's a paternal great-grandfather? That is grandfather on your, that is a parent of your grandparents on your father's side of the family. Maternal for mother, paternal for father. It's just one letter change. P for male, M for female. Yeah, people are going to go, that's kind of a bit backwards, isn't it? Nope. I didn't make up the words, okay? But anyway, so we need your stories because, like I said, very, 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 very soon we're going to start doing Family Tree Answers podcasts, and we need your questions for those. We can answer your questions. We'll be giving you hints and tips along the way as well. We're still in planning stages. It's still very much planning, and we are getting into the groove on that one. So still planning everything out with what content we're going to be doing, how often we're going to be doing the shows. So that's going to come into play too. So I need questions. If you have a genealogy or a family tree question, it could be on a terminology. What does this word mean? Or it could be, at this point in my research, where do I go next? Or it could be, I have 181 people with my 3rd or 4th great-grandfather. Hang on, I think he was a 3rd great-grandfather. It was around, I was looking for his birth around 1850. So I did 2 years on either side. So it was like a 5-year span for 2 years either side. So we went from 1848 through to 1852. Yeah. And we found 181 of the same, well, probably more than 181, but I went through 181 of this person to find the right one that fitted in my tree. We knew about when he was born. We knew the area he was born in. We weren't sure who his parents were. But on my dad's side of the family, the common names of the family was George, John, Thomas, William, and James. And then it turns out that Eakins, which is my maiden name, turned out to be almost as common as Smith. So when you're looking for a John Smith and you go through 181 of them over like a 2 to 3 year period to find the one that fitted in your tree, how do I know that that was the right one to fit in my tree? So there's another question that, I've come across X number of people with this particular name. How do I know which is the right one? How do I narrow it down? So that's actually a really cool thing. And one of the instructors, and the instructor that I had at the genealogy course I did back in July, she had a problem like this. And so I was curious to see hers, and she sent us all a copy of her 27-page article on how she found the right person to fit into that tree. And she actually basically eliminated all the other options down to these two, and then showed us how to work through, you've got these two people here. These are the known facts about this person. Now we need to figure out which one works and doesn't, and she had copies of documents there so we could see the handwriting and all of that sort of stuff. So it was really cool about how she finally got down to the right person. But then she sent us this 27-page article, which was all about how many options she started off with and how she managed to narrow it down to the one person that was the right person for the tree. So it's a fascinating thing if you're into like wanting to solve mysteries and stuff. It is time consuming. I will tell you that. I will not lie. Genealogy is not something you can do overnight. If you want to tell the story, you've got to find the facts and you've got to be able to tell the story. So anyway, that's enough from me for today. I've got a DOG who wants to go for WALK, and looks like the street lights are already on. It looks pretty dark out there. So I think we're going to be going for a walk with, what did I do? Oh, there it is, with my flashlight, my handy dandy flashlight. Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkly evening. We will catch you guys back here bright and early tomorrow morning for Tune Up Tuesday. Hei konera.